Am I the a-hole for telling my parents the people they're marrying won't ever be my parents? My parents got divorced when I 17 male was 14. The divorce should have come so much sooner. The two of them were a match made in hell, and they made home feel more like I was in the middle of an MMA fight. They were volatile together and had so much toxic stuff going on. Neither one of them was worse than the other. They were equal in being shifty to each other and in being shifty to be around. And by that I mean their moods would be so bad after a fight or after something happened, and I was hesitant to go to either one. Their divorce was sweet relief to me, but it was toxic too. I was expected to pick a side. My mom tried to use being a woman and mom to win me over, saying I didn't know what it was like to be a woman in an abusive marriage. She also said her being my mom meant we had a special bond nobody could understand, and living with her made sense for that reason. My dad tried to pull the "we're both guys" card, and your mom gets hysterical card. Neither one was directly physically abusive, although shift got thrown all the time, which is physically abusive in its own way, but they didn't hit each other. Both were equally hysterical. So their arguments didn't win me over, and a judge decided 50-50 was the way to go. Of course, neither liked it, and the judge saw how hysterical they could be, but the judge stood firm on his decision. They both entered new relationships 2 years ago, and they're now both engaged to other people. I'll be 18 next month, and I already started my exit strategy to move in with my best friend and his family for a while. I have some stuff moved over already. My parents don't know. With their new relationships and weddings coming up in the next year, they've tried to make me a part of the families they're making. Their partners have tried to parent me too, like sitting me down and talking about stuff they want me to change, etc. This came up because I stay out of the house a lot, and they don't like it. I also got used to never saying where I was going because approaching my parents is difficult. I stopped doing chores years ago too. It was a source of conflict between my parents, and I just kept my personal space clean and said the houses could burn to the ground for all I care because it was so uncomfortable, and I still feel that way at both of their houses. I still don't feel like either one is home, and I really try not to be in spaces where others could be. But yeah, the partners tried to parent me and insist on things, and they wanted me to tell them how I was doing in school and stuff, but I dodged the questions and really didn't listen to either. I was asked to pick up kids or stay with kids a few times too, and I don't. My mom's fiancé has like 3 kids, or maybe it's 4, and dad's fiancé has 2. I guess they complained to the parent they're marrying, and my parents started fighting over it again, and they teamed up sorta to talk about it, and how I'm not giving my new family members a chance, and how having 4 parents is good. In the middle of trying to sell me on this shift, they started fighting again. That's when I said to stop, and they needed to let it go because their partners are not going to be my parents now or ever, and I'm too old for this shift. Now there's even more fighting, and they're angry at me, and so are their partners who know what I said and feel like I never even gave them a chance to be good parents to me. Am I the a-hole?